Alrighty guys, I'm back and I'm going to go ahead and stitch this real quick. I'm using the Speedy Stitcher Sewing Owl. I really like these guys. If you can invest in one, if you do a lot of these books, I highly recommend it. Guys, I've got it marked out down here. I should have did this at first, but I got in such a hurry because I was getting to craft. And don't force it through, guys. Just let it go on through there. Just let it whittle. I've done broken needle. Found that out the hard way. And you want to get the other end of the thread that's coming out of the needle pulled all the way through. And I've got plenty here, guys. You want to go up through enough to reach the top. And then I want to have some to tie. And then just simply back it out. And then go for your next spot. And like I said, I had this marked out right down the center here. And just whittle it. And then just pull just a little bit out. And then take this end that you're running up here and just run it right through that loop of thread there, okay? And then just like that, and then back it out. Give it a little tug there. Then hit your next area. And it just flows right out of there for you. And then try to get that right there. And again, just pull up a little bit of a loop there and run your thread right behind it. This is real easy, guys. I love these things. Like I said, I found this and figured this out, and buddy, I am on it. Then give it a little tug. Then kind of use your thread as a guide. If you did like me and you didn't stitch it, pull a little bit out, find your center. Just a little bit. There we go. Pull a little loop. Run your thread in behind of it. And then the last one up here at the top. See, it forms like a little knot right there and just holds it. And like I said, let it whittle. Don't push, push, push. I've done broken needle like this and like to never found another set. I was not happy. I got this at Walmart. I think it was like $9 or $10, but they don't sell the refill needles for it. I'm like, really? And then pull it through at the top. And then pull just a little bit out of your end right here, and then snip that off right there at your needle. And that's all I'm going to need that for. So now then, guys, all you do is just tie it. And you can come back down again if you want to and run the tie out. You know, you can run it right dead bang center if you want to or whatever. But I'm going to use this to attach my chunk chain to. And don't pull it so tight that it's puckering, but get it tight. And then you're going to want to knot this a couple of times. Nice hard knots so that won't come untied, okay? And you could put two the same length and do a little bow if you wanted to or whatever. But I love using these to tie my chunk chains to. So I've got enough left over here at the end. Whenever we run our chunk chain down, we'll have it. So there we go. And see, that's nice right there. I got that in behind that stymon. I'm just going to leave it alone right there. And that's what it looks like down the center. I got that one over just a little bit, but there. There we go. Pull that over. You'll never even see that at the end there. But there you go. So, now then, that's done. This is what our flower ended up looking like after it was all dry. What do you think, guys? I think that turned out pretty good, don't you? We've got shimmer and shine. We've got lots of pearls, iridescent pops, jewels galore. I love the homemade flower page. I always want to put one of them in there. So we're moving right along now, and we're going to start the next page. And this one here I've been playing around with. We've got that natural burgundy there with that placemat, and I think I'm just going to keep going with this lace right here. I like that, don't y'all? And look, I found this piece. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, I love that, huh? And I think I'm going to put that right over this top right here, is what I'm leaning towards, because this is our image. This is one of my gypsy girls, and I've just simply I took a doily, cut it in half, hit it with that golden salmon, and then another doily, I just cut the edge off of it and glued it to the back there and hit that with a little bit of that plum purple. And I want to use that as the her background right here. And then we've got some extra pops that we're going to layer up and stuff like that. But what do you think about that? And then I cut off, I've got a little rose here off of that dress. I've got another piece of the swirly here. I've got some more trim ready. I've got a couple of these diamond pops. These actually came off a bra, you guys. I love it. I've got some headband pieces off of this right here because she's got a headband on. So I already cut a couple of little snips for her headband here. And then some diamond bling. We've got a little chain piece here, and then I've got a couple of jewels for her necklace here that I want to run down. So that's kind of the way that I'm running right now. These are some of the things that I've gotten together for this. So that said, I think we're just going to go ahead with this. I love this, don't you? I love that gold shimmer on that burgundy. Boy, I really love that. So let's go ahead and begin with that, because I like that look. How y'all doing? Are you liking this so far? I'm having fun with this. I just, like I said, I jumped out there and started. And I was just so excited to get to craft again. You know, I've not felt good, and I've been down, and I'm just anxious to get out here and do a little something with y'all. And I thought this is a great way to upcycle some of these fabric placemats that we all find over at the thrift stores and stuff. And I'm just kind of spider webbing this, guys, for this lace. You know, that's what I like to call that, spider webbing. Not real thick or nothing like that. It's just enough to hold it down. And I just want to get in that crease real good right there and give that a nice little smush. I didn't cut that off. Save a little bit of time here with this. But there we go. I really like that. And I'm going to flip this around where y'all can watch now. And again, I'm going to do that again. I'm just going to take this and kind of spider web it. Just where it's just, it looks like little thin spider webs. Is this the way I like to adhere this real light stuff, this see-through fabric and all that? I love this kind of fabric, don't y'all? I had a shirt similar to this whenever I was younger. I used to go clubbing, and it was black if you looked at it a certain way, and under the lights it turned green, shimmery like this. Of course, I had to wear a tank top under it because you could see right through it. But it was one of my favorite tops to go out with. I loved that thing because it changed colors and stuff, you know. But now I just cut them up. But I love this fabric, don't you? That is so stinking beautiful right there. I just love that. I think that is super gorgeous. Okay, now I do believe that we need some kind of trim around this real quick, don't you? Before we get too far with that. I don't want to go... Let's see, that's not contrasting right. I've got some of this, though, that I kind of like. Look at that. I like that. And that, again, that was a sheer ribbon that I used for another project, and I wound up just cutting it right straight down the center. So I had that gold edge on another project. So there's another little little tip on stuff like that. You know, some of your trims and stuff, you can cut them in half up the middle. Oops. And get two sides out of them if you need a thin trim, you know. And this is wired. I like that right there. Get that up underneath that stem, and that'll help that hold. Put that right up underneath there. Yep, I like that. And I should be able to just bend it. I'm just going to bend it. And I'm giving this just a little bit more than a spider web. I'll make a pucker tuck right there. Pucker tuck right there. Like that. You see how I did that? Like a little arrow. I'll do a little pucker tuck on that. We're doing pucker tucks over here at Stormy's place today, guys. Alright, and then we're going to do this last piece right here, and I'm going to pucker tuck it again right there, so I'm just going to start right there. Alright. And I'm just going to hold my finger right there on that. And flip it under. There we go. And make that little angle again. And then I'm just going to cut that off. Cool, and I got a little piece of that left for something else. And I'm going to pop that underneath that leaf right there, help hold that down. And there we go. I like that, don't you? I'm getting kind of with that gold and that gold trim look. There, I want to get that right up underneath there. Get that down in that crease real good. There. I love doing these things, don't you? Alright guys, what do you think? I think I'm going to go ahead and get her planted down right there, and then we'll start decorating her up. So, and I'm going to put a little bit on this. I want that to adhere really good. So we're going to run us a nice bead around this. And hit this center good. There. I want to make sure that's down. I don't want to take no chances on her coming out of there, so. And I'm just going to kind of leave the edges up for now. I'm just going to plant her in the center. And we're going to give that little adhesion. I'm going to stand up on this and really push this. Right there in that center. There we go. And guys, you see as I did this, I sprayed this with her on it so that it would catch that edge just a little bit and give that a little bit of that gold shiny shimmer that reflects off this background. I just love how that's turning out, don't you guys? I love that spray right there. That is super cool. Alright guys, now I don't know what I want to do. If I want to add this trim off here, I'm seeing this flower in this, and I'm thinking I might just cut that like that. Round that off a little bit. What do you think? Let's see. And then maybe this one down here on this bottom. Let me cut this flower out of here. Yeah, like I said, guys, this was off the front of a bra. This was the lace off off of an old bra. And I love this glittery stuff, so I just cut it off of there and threw it in here. But I might just use that on something. I'm just gonna kind of tuck and look and see if I like any of this stuff. That leaf there, I'm gonna cut that leaf out. Down there, I don't know, what do you think about that so far? I like that. I'll put these extra pieces over here, and then maybe this little piece right there. I definitely want to put this bottom across here like this, and maybe put some of these gold pops on these. I like that, don't you? And then I got these. I might just put this one like here. There's another piece. And then maybe run that up through there like that. What do you think about that so far, guys? Huh? With those gold pops on that bottom right there. What do you think? I think that looks pretty good. And then maybe finish off each side here with a rose. I think we'll keep in contrast with this one and just run 2 more across that bottom. I'm thinking about. I'm leaning towards. I hope y'all are getting in some good crafting. I have been so excited that I can come in here and set and craft without hurting. You know, it just kind of sucks the wind out of your sails when your stomach ain't feeling good and stuff like that. It makes you where you don't even want to see anything. You don't want to do nothing. You just want to lay around. That's where I was at. I need another leaf. One here, whoop. Everything gets to sticking to me. And then I want a more flat-backed one, flat-sided one. I think that there'll look pretty good. What do y'all think? I like that right there. Yep. I think that is it. So let's go ahead and start layering that up. I like that a lot, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put this here. And we might put another piece on that too. Alright, and this flower here. Just spider webbing the flower. Put it. Alright. And then that leaf. down in that crease right there. And I want this up here a little bit more. Okay. I love doing these. I love cutting stuff up and turning it into books. It's all about the books, isn't it? Let go of me. It said no. Just gonna stick my fingers right to it. I always forget my daggone wash rag, y'all. I get to doing these, and I forget my wash rag, wet damp cloth or something to wash your hands with, because I get gummed up, don't y'all? There we go. I like that. Okay. All that's down. Alright. Now then, let's go ahead and get this fringe down. I love this fringe. I have to have more. Try to add a lot. Danglies and stuff. Right there. And then cut some of these off. And then there's the E6000. There it goes. Every time. Well, I guess I'm still using the fabric tack then. I need to get me another thing. Next time the hubby goes out, I'll have him stop and get me another both. I use a lot of E6000 and fabric tack, which I just really got turned on to this fabric tack. I was using E6000 for everything. If y'all watch some of my earlier videos, I'm like singing the praises of E6000. I love it. Oh yeah, I'm going to put roses on that corner right there, so you only needed 4. There. Alrighty, and then we'll go ahead and get the leaves on. Right there. And that little rosebud. I love these roses. I just love these guys as roses. Now I just had that other leaf. Here it is. I'm like, really, Peg? Here you go. Okay. And then we had a flat one here. Flat back. There we go. I like that so far. I'm liking that. Are you guys seeing that good? I hope I keep it in view. That pretty trim down through there. We'll let that sit for a few minutes, and while we're letting this sit, I'll go ahead and cut this one off, and we'll come back and see if we need to add more bling. Of course, you know me, I'm probably going to add more bling. So we shall return.